I told your leader I had nothing to say. I just want to leave this place. After betraying first my people, and then the Black Worm, I must try to figure out where I truly belong. Varnus. I served as a guard for the Great Mage, as part of my duties with the Order. Between the talks we had, and what I saw the Order do to my people. He was kind to me, convinced me to betray the Order. I helped him send his messages. No, I'm sorry. I was reassigned to Gristmung Hold when they needed more help with the Soul Flayer experiments. I do not know where they sent. Let me mark you a map. I helped a group of prisoners escape to an abandoned village, but we were captured. Before that, I hid the note in a secret cache in a stone totem inside one of the buildings. This is the location. Yes, this parchment shows the solution needed to open the correct cache. Press the indicated decorative tiles on the walls to rotate the blocks that make up the totem. Set them to these faces and retrieve the note. I hope this helps you find Varnus. I am not a powerful necromancer, merely a dabbler if that. So the Order used me to guard prisoners, move ritual components, those sort of things. But the more I witnessed the power of the Flayers, the more I grew to despise the Order. The Dread Father Sithis has always fascinated me. The Void and its connection to death led me to dabble in necromancy. Much to Jitra's chagrin, when the first members of the Order of the Black Worm arrived, they eagerly accepted me into their ranks. A lot of little things. The appearance of the writhing wall, taking prisoners, the sacrifices. Then I met Varnus. I was assigned as his guard. We talked. He asked questions. I helped him as much as I could. The Soul Flayers were the last straw. I know they are evil. I saw how they killed swaths of prisoners with a single burst of necrotic energy. Those prisoners were mostly my people. Stone Nest villagers. The Flayers are nearly ready to be deployed by the Order. They were on the verge of testing them, but they planned to use them against your fellowship. They would be a powerful defense, and capture many of your allies' souls. I never learned why the Worm King needs so many souls.
You work on finding Varnus. The rest of us will scout the area and create a forward base.
I need some time. I'll stay here and lend a hand.
I will make sure this mainlander does not get lost, sister. Stay safe until I return.
A useful find. A fine ore, Tamid. Watch yourself. A reward for your keen eyes.
This is the village we seek. The corpse dealers have been emptying our villages to fill their prisons.
Material full of potential.
My egg sister is clever. She hid the note in an enigma totem. My egg sister's drawing reveals the correct faces on the totem. decorative wall tile rotates a different block in the totem. Try setting the bottom block first, then focus on rotating the two above it. Did you hear? That opened the compartment. Now you can recover the note. Is that what you sought? Will it help you find your missing friend? Does the note indicate how to find your missing mage? May I see? Mor Naril is a forbidden place, an ancient Daedric temple. The Death Dancers of old battled Daedra there long ago, or so our legends say. I know nothing of a Wraith Forge, but the Bismuth mine. I can take you there if you like. Of course. I am a Stone Nest Death Dancer, and this is my territory. I would be very poor at my job if I did not know the area like I know the scales on my tail. The Corpse Stealers have an encampment there. We shall go together. The mine lies just to the north of Zorhist, my people's largest village. These soul flayers threaten the Stone Nest tribe, along with everyone else. I believe the stone has placed us on the same path for a reason.
What might you make with that?
Your scales should mend in no time, Aiken. Catch your breath, then make your way back to your village.
You have my thanks, Mainlander.
An ally of the Stirk Fellowship. Perfect timing. These shaking scales could use your help. Zorhist is on the eve of war with the Worm Cult, and I need your help to light their warning pyres. My anxious vines outgrow me. I am Manikai, a bright throat from Murkmire. I was sent by the Stirk Fellowship to make contact with this Stone Nest village, Zorhist. I must commune with their Hist before the Worm Cult attacks in full. I do not know for sure, but the Hist screams for help. Higzish, the village's torchbearer, was injured on his way to light the signal pyres. Help me finish his task, so outlying villagers know to seek shelter before the cult arrives in force. The Worm Cult plans to strike while many Stone Nest are off fishing and gathering. Higzish told me there are 3 signal pyres, north, west, and south of the village. We must light them to warn of the impending attack.
Of course you do. If asked for help so suddenly by a perfect stranger, my scales too would itch with questions.
We ride. I always forget what that rune means. Imagine the fine attire you might make with that. Something nice? Fair potential for fine adornments.
the mind.
To hold history in your hands. Nothing compares to such a feeling.
saved will have made this worth it.
Dordadna! Another find for your deep pockets. We move with the wind. Azura, witness my devotion! Wander on, little spirit. May you guide us to riches again soon. Such potential from the veins of Nirni. Do not catch a splinter, Tamit.
None will be better under our control.
Show your might, Tamit!
I hope we are not too late.
Spin and weave with Mafala's swiftness. A potent find, Tamit. Georgia, it is done. You give me no choice.
I hope the villagers see our warning in time. Let us make our way to Zorhist. The village elder will be glad to hear what we have accomplished.
Good find, Tamit. I will watch over you.
With the pyre.
It is over. Make some well-placed bets, and you may be lucky enough to double that find.
Cold stealers. See how they take our land as though it was theirs to begin with.
Give us strength.
They mine the beautiful bismuth for ugly purposes.
Be gone. And dawn, ignite within me!
Look, Mainlander, a map. It shows where they plan to set some of their soul flayers. Look, atop that crate. Documents. Let us discuss our discoveries, Mainlander. Let us chisel to the truth and review the documents we discovered here. Yes. More power cores for the soul flares. It seems they plan to test single-use devices at the sites indicated on the map we found. Then they will create flares that kill without stopping. But what is this about a prisoner at the end? And they dare seek to violate an ancient burial site of my people. To raise an army of undead. I must ponder. If we can determine which Zonmir they plan to plunder, we can be sure to find your missing mage there. will return to your prince. Talk to my egg sister. Perhaps she can direct us to the burial site they plan to pillage. And we must warn the Stone Nest villages of the coming danger. You go to these harvest sites and destroy the flares. Head to the harvest sites. I will have your prince send help.
Another fight! What might you make with that? Detonate! Rest and know peace. Good find, Tamid.
You will speak with me. Now. You still stand because I witnessed your colorful companion tend to Heek wounds and help light the signal pyres. For that, I allow you breath enough to explain your presence during this attack on Solstice. I am well acquainted with this swamp dweller. This is not her first attempt to meet with Stone Shaper Toshka, and I believe he made himself quite clear when he told her not to return. Has she asked you to face my wrath in her stead? So you readily admit you were manipulated? How easily a little stone bends to the whims of wind and rain. You've wasted enough of my time. As the village's death dancer, it is my duty to strike you down. I see fire in your eyes, outsider. That I can appreciate. I am Zika Ilan. I am certain our blades will clash, but perhaps today is not that day. You may enter the village, but know this. I will not hesitate to protect my people. The Stone Shaper waits at the center of our village. Come.
The Bright Throat dares return.
And with another outsider, Stone Shaper.
Stone Shaper Toshka, please. You must listen. Your hist tree calls out for help.
Enough! Words spill off your tongue like gravel.
Thank you for lighting the signal pyres, Ojel. Your deed will be...
I have already listened to the ravings of this saptooth. But you are different. Speak plainly. Do you seek to take advantage of our village during this necromancer attack? Because I assure you, the Stone Nest know how to defend ourselves. In all our time here on Solstice, we have never etched stories of the Hist song in stone. It has been silent for as long as our Zanmirs have stood. And yet, you say it sings to this swamp scale, and not to us? The same fellowship that made a home in the corpse of Luthixel? Of course, you would not know the true name of Sunport. The Scaleless ones have erased that memory from history. Your Sturk fellowship carries no weight here. Tell me then, this Manikai, I see a brittle thing, fresh from her egg, eager as the lichen that grows wide without first placing roots. Do you trust her? Can she really hear the hist? You have the eyes of a hunter, yet the tongue of a teacher. So be it. You may both enter the courtyard behind me. It is where our hist resides. If she can truly hear its song, she must prove it. Zika Ilan, escort the outsiders into the courtyard. I will allow the Saptooth access to our hist. If this is an outsider trick, you are free to kill them.
This way, Tepi Voss.
My scales shimmer with gratitude, Stone Shaper.
We may not hear the hissed song, but we would no sooner trim its roots than shorten the horizon or silence the sea. It is our connection to the land we came from. What do you mainlanders call it? Black marsh. Oh, such simplicity. Well, get on with it. Let us hear the hist speak.
One moment. I need to speak with my companion. Tell me, has the color drained from my scales? I have never seen a hist of such magnitude. How old must it be? And suddenly the thought of dying here is not so bad. To spill my blood on these ancient roots would be an honor. No, I suppose not. The ritual I am about to do may appear simplistic to the casual observer, but I brought these wind chimes all the way from Murkmire. They are sensitive to the hist song. How familiar are you with Brightthroat practices? How lucky are you to have walked through the mud alongside my teacher? You know then that the chimes I carry will help me interpret this tree's song. I only hope it will be enough to prove to these villagers that we are here to help. Take these chimes and place them upon the hist. Then step back and allow me a moment to interpret its message.
By the stone! That sound!
What does this mean?
The hist is screaming! Did you hear it? So much grief and pain, so much fear. In all my time communing with the hist, I have never heard such a sound. Thukas! I wish you were here. Oh, what am I supposed to do? I am not sure. This is beyond my training. Would even Zukas know how to interpret what happened here? I need to think. My training. Yes. Thank you, friend. The discordance we just witnessed was unlike anything I have ever encountered. To pull meaning from the chimes would be like trying to catch a bird in a storm. And yet, I do believe I understood it. The hist. Say? No, no. These were not words. In truth, it was barely even a song. But I felt it pull on me with such force, such desperation. There must be a temple below us. I am certain of it. And I believe it holds a powerful secret. The stone nest cannot hear the hist. Yet it calls to them. It wants to help them. We must enter the temple below the tree. The villagers' only hope against the worm cult is somewhere down there. Please, ask Stone Shaper Tojka to grant us access.
The saptooth appears shaken, and I admit the ground suddenly feels loose beneath my feet. That sound... was that the hist? I'm struggling to understand what this means, outsider. Altak's first root. How does she know about? No stone nest has walked its halls in hundreds of seasons. The tree's roots have made its chambers unstable and dangerous. It would make a poor shelter against the necromancer forces. Secret. Of that I am certain. Our ancestors, the Builders, left many secrets across the island in their wake. Perhaps Manikai speaks truth. The Builders could have left something below. A defense of some sort. A weapon. If you are right, it may save our village. If you are wrong, you will likely die down below. I suppose I have nothing to lose. I will allow it, but do not mistake this allowance for trust. Zika-Ilan, I have granted the outsiders access to the ancient temple. You will accompany them.
Stone guide me.
Thank you, Stone Shaper. You will not regret this.
Be warned. Legends claim our presence will awaken undead defenders and disturb our ancient ancestors.
Books! Remarkable! Zika, do these texts truly date back to the Builders?
So the legends say, Brightthroat.
The hist was unclear as to what we are seeking, so leave no stone unturned. Apologies, Zika. Was that rude of me?
Rude? Ah, no stone. Yes, but let us get on with it.
Grona. That sounds promising. Let us seek out more such notes.
Counterweights and pendulums. My tail twitches with curiosity.
Did that say vault? So something is hidden deeper in this temple.
Far, far, far.
The journals did not do this vault justice.
And it seems the pendulums block our path. Tepivas, a moment. Speak.
The translated passages did not prepare me for this breathtaking sight. It is by the will of the Hist that we have found this marvel. I am sure of it. What do you make of these notes, friend? The Maskrona. Such a remarkable creation. I have seen a few of these ancient statues around the island. Could these ancient creations be more than that? But the translator, Jaziz, he seemed to believe the vault is protected, yes? These types of protections are not uncommon, especially in Zalmirs of this size. The counterweights are likely deeper within the temple. You should speak with Zika. Something tells me he will have an idea. From what I have learned of Death Dancers, they are never caught unprepared. Maybe I overestimate our dear Zika, but I do not think so. The translated passages did not prepare me for this breathtaking sight. It is by the will of the Hist that we have found this marvel. I am sure of it. What do you make of these? The Maskrona. Such a remarkable creation. I have seen a few of these ancient statues around the island. Could these ancient creations be more than that? But the translator, Jaziz, he seemed to believe the vault is protected, yes? These types of protections are not uncommon, especially in Zalmirs of this size. The counterweights are likely deeper within the temple. You should speak with Zika. Something tells me he will have an idea. From what I have learned of Death Dancers, they are never caught unprepared. Maybe I overestimate our dear Zika, but I do not think so. The translated passages did not prepare me for this breathtaking sight. It is by the will of the Hist that we have found this marvel. I am sure of it. What do you make of these notes, friend? The Maskrona. Such a remarkable creation. I have seen a few of these ancient statues around the island. Could these ancient creations be more than that? But the translator, Jaziz, he seemed to believe the vault is protected, yes? These types of protections are not uncommon, especially in Zalmir. cannot do this vault
It
justice.
seems the pendulums block our path. Tepivas, a moment. It saddened me to see these halls in disrepair. But look at the beauty of this site. An inverted Zonmir? Great pendulums blocking our path? To think, we considered such wonders lost to us. Perhaps it is my turn to contribute to your efforts. The Stone Nest people have made our homes in many a cave and crevice across the island. As such, we Death Dancers may be called to difficult-to-reach places to perform our duties. So I offer you my grapple. I trust you know how to use it. I imagine it will come in handy where the temple walkways have collapsed. And by the way, be careful. The temple walkways may collapse. The pendulum swings now, Tepi Boss.
Elon. Are you flirting?
What? No. I did not mean... No.
What is on?
What are they thinking? Look at the pendulums. I must admit that the bright throat...
Anything you are afraid of, Dancer?
Large fish unnerve me. And let me guess. For you, it is... spiders?
They have far too many eyes, each hungrier than the last.
I must admit...
clear as swinging pendulums will allow.
You do not seem the athletic sort, Manikai. Do you have what it takes?
I thought the plan was for you to carry me across. Song still my beating heart. This is incredible.
To think all of this was hidden just beneath our feet. We should speak, Tepivos. It seems I owe you and Manikai an apology. I was brutish in my refusal to heed her warnings. To think I may have cost Zorhis the protection of these guardians. Now, let us find a way to activate them. A control stone? Stoneshaper Tojka has long studied these Vasgrona. but I have never heard him mention such a thing. Could it be what this Guardian holds in its hand? Stone guide me. The writings of Zinnik Muz seemed to imply a loss of faith in his fellow builders. Could that be the key? Perhaps he hid the control stone behind an act of trust? In our youth, my clutch siblings would seek out builder mechanisms like the counterweights outside the vault. They were tests of faith, skill, determination. The key to accessing the control stone must be trust. Join me on the next level. Manikai, I believe we must seek out pressure plates on the level above. Come.
Whatever you say, prickly pear. I trust you.
Now is not the time for cute names, Tree Frog. Mainlander, approach the Center Guardian.
Tree frog. I like that.
Now, Mainlander, take the control stone from the Guardian's grip.
Look at Zika solve puzzles. Impressive.
Join us up here. Let us see if this stone can call the Guardians to Zorhist's aid.
The Guardians are moving.
This event is worthy of a mural, friends. They're headed toward the village. I will go on ahead and inform Stone Shaper Toshka.
Haste guide you, Death Dancer. Friend, let us talk before we return to Zorhist. When I first heard the Hist's cries, I never expected to be led to a discovery as stunning as this. To talk in the halls of the Builders is truly an honor. If the journal spoke true, their creators intended for them to act as defenders of their people. Let us hope that we have given the Eggkin of Zorhist the edge they need to face the Necromancers. No doubt Zika is apprising the Stone Shaper of what we accomplished. I hope he will be grateful enough to allow me to remain in Zorhist to study its ancient stones. But just in case, I will linger here a moment to take notes. You go on ahead. Go on ahead. I wish to take in this marvel a moment longer.
I always forget what that rune means. Imagine the fine attire you might make with that. Such potential from the veins of learning.
The necromancers have attacked the village and Vaskrona.
Do not worry. We... To arms, friend. We must protect the Stone Shaper.
The Control Stone. Use it to summon the Vaskrona. Now, take it down. Stone Shaper, to me. I will protect you.
We will carve your deeds in stone, Brightwood.
He's granted a chance to do so. One moment, Mika. I wish to commune with the Hist.
As you wish. And give it my thanks, if you please.
Can you feel it, friend? The gentle breeze. The return of buzzing insects. I do not even need my chimes to know that the hiss has calmed. That is kind of you to say, but I did not do this for him. I needed to prove to myself that I could one day be a leader. I thought I would do this by aiding the Sturk Fellowship. Of course not. But while aiding the people of Tamriel is an achievement, saving the villagers of Zorhist and reconnecting with my own ancestors, that is my first step toward becoming a Root Herald. Now, allow me this moment with the Hist. Check on the Stone Shaper. I will join you momentarily.
Mainlander, I would appreciate a word. The moss of suspicion covered my eyes when you and the Brightthroat arrived in my village. It was wrong of me to judge you on preconceived notions alone. My scales shudder to think what would be left of Zorhist had I turned you away. The wonders of our ancestors never ceased to amaze me. I do not know if I will ever be able to repay this debt, but I have an idea where to start. The Sturk Fellowship needs warriors, yes? Then consider the Stone Nest of Zorhist allies. We will need time to recover, of course, but we will send supplies and our most skilled warrior, Zika-Ilan. Zika-Ilan, you will aid the Sturk Fellowship as an envoy of the Stone Nest and in your duties.
I can hardly believe it. Have we truly won the support of the Stone Nest? Please tell me that my ears did not deceive me, friend. Thank the Hist! That is wonderful news! Did he mention if I can stay and study the ways of the Stone Nest? Oh, wait. Better to ask forgiveness, yes? Now, has he said what aid he will offer? My bog cup overflows with trapped flies. All the more opportunities to pester him about his culture and their practices. I cannot wait to show him around Sunport. There are many foods I wish for him to try. You have done more than just secure aid. You helped save this village, and unearthed a secret lost to time. Take this, friend. I await our reunion on the battlefields of Solstice. I will not soon forget our time together, friend. I do not know what the future brings, but I plan to enjoy my time on this island while I can. Perhaps I will take Zika to Sunport and show him the city. I am certain he will hate it. The difference is night and day, friend. What was once a rushing mudslide is now a trickling river. It is strange to me that these Eggkin cannot hear its song, but that is all the more reason to be grateful that it brought me to them.
Spin and weave with Mafala's swiftness.